Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. I am here to discuss with you and for you the instructions that you will find on section 11.1, the instructions for the summative task for semester 2. It is available starting today, April 14th, and it will be available until May 8th. Now, the introduction that we are bringing you is the usual header for the IB exercises. The unit title is World of Advertising, Statement of Inquiry, Communication of Advertising Advertising Using Ethical Principles, and the task-specific clarifications. This is what I will be looking for when I score your work. For criterion A, I will look for how well you explain and justify the need for a solution to your problem. For criterion B, I'll be looking at how you develop accurate planning drawings, diagrams, and how you outline the requirements for creating your solution. For criterion C, I will be looking for how you demonstrate excellent technical skills when making your solution. By excellent technical skills, remember, I mean that I need you to give me your very, very best. For criterion D, I will be looking for how you describe how the solution can be improved and talk about the impact of the solution on your target audience, on the people that you're creating this for. Now, you will see a link that tells you to download a copy of the instructions to the summative task. You can find it here, and I opened it already to avoid taking more time. Under it, you will also find a space where you will find the link to this video, but it's not here because I'm recording it right now. So I'll open it up and magnify it a little bit, and here we go. The intro is the same, so I will not discuss it. With this project, your grasp, and by grasp, what I mean is, this is what lets you assume the frame of mind of somebody who is creating what you're about to create. And this covers the goal, the role, your role, the audience that you're working for, the situation that you're working in, and your product or solution, that is GRASP, G-R-A-S-P. Your goal is to design innovative advertising that communicates the form and function of a product in an ethical manner. Remember that ethical means that you avoid statements that are not true. You highlight the positive aspects and the realistic aspects of your advertising. Remember all those examples that we discussed about how not to do an advertising. And that is what you should avoid. You should stick what you should be doing to be ethical. The world that we live in, fortunately or unfortunately, I think more unfortunately than anything, gives you too many options, and you have to be able to choose between the ones that should be right and the ones that should be avoided. For your role, who are you? You are the lead advertising designer for America's most famous advertising agency, which I know you can. The audience that you're working for, your target audience, is made up of the section of the population that can benefit from the product you're going to advertise. The situation that you are in, and this is a very much a realistic scenario. This is something that anybody who's working in advertising, or anybody who knows anybody who's working in advertising, can tell you that this is real. As the lead designer, it is your responsibility to design an advertising campaign for the product. You will bring together your knowledge of advertising principles, the impact of colors in the audience, logo design, product design, and how people consume to create the ultimate ad campaign that will make the product known to your consumers. Your solution or your product. For the summative, you will be required to apply the concepts previously presented and researched during the school year related to the principles of advertising, hoping to make the world a better place, this is really important, by creating an ethical ad campaign for a product that solves a problem for mankind. Remember that you are problem solvers, and the world that you are growing into will need you will need your talents to make it better. Now, I divided the work that I'm explaining in 2 large blocks. Do not allow yourselves to be intrigued by the amount of text, because it's spread out so that it's more understandable. But in reality, most of this, it's already done. Your job will consist in polishing it up and organizing it and presenting it. So one block explains what you need to develop, and the other block explains what you need to present. And it's not that much, really. And I'm not being optimistic, it is true. And I did this on purpose because I know you are balancing way too many things in the air at this point. And thankfully, because you are such inquiring and self-starting learners, we have come to a point where what you need to do is get everything together, follow the format, and handing it in. It's that simple. It's not really difficult for you. And I know it will not be. So, to develop, if you wish, you can use the idea for the product that you developed for the December Summative. If not, well, you can create another one. It's up to you. You have enough time. The key factor is that this product must solve a problem that is affecting mankind. If you have a doubt as to any product that you're doing, remember the feedback that you were given. And if you still need more feedback, of course, you contact me and let me know, and I'll give you, I've had it before. People just send me a note, team, chat, whatever, and you pitch me your idea, and I can give you my feedback, and then you decide what to do. In the end, it is your project. So, okay. You need to develop, create a name and logo for your company. You can use one that you already have. You create a name or logo for your product. Again, you have something you already created, so you can polish it up. Which is why we did it before, because you were building the steps that will take us here. You needed to create the look of your product. You can polish the original product and create a final design of it. Now, to work on this part, this is where you get creative. To hand this in, you can use either one of these or a combination of more than one, whatever you like. You're the artist, it's your show, you run it, you decide. The options that you have, at least the ones that I can think of, are you can do a digital model using the choice of software. I can mention Minecraft, Paint 3D, or Tinkercad, but if you know another one, by all means use it. Or you can do a physical model, which is a little model, physical model, that looks sort of like what we do in these Steam challenges, which is why we do the Steam challenges, in case you don't build little models that much. That gives you an idea. Or you can do a paper drawing that is as polished as you can make it. In the end, you can use whatever works best for you. You are the artist. And I want you to be happy and engaged and enjoying what you're doing. That's the purpose of it, okay? Okay, so you have the name and logo for the company, name and logo for the product, the look of the product, physical, and then a poster, because advertising campaigns run on posters. You go to the avenue, you go through Valdoriotti or Martinez Nadal, etc., and you will see advertising posters. What should you include? Well, you should talk about in the poster what makes it unique. Why is your product better than the competition? Remember that it's all about selling. Pricing information, and where can you buy and or acquire it, and that's fine. The last item that I'm including is the creation of the 30-second, and 30 seconds is enough. It's half a minute. Can you do more? You're an overachiever. I do not know any teacher that will tell you no, but that's entirely up to you. 30-second audio or video commercial, so you decide. You've seen commercials done, and the ones that we saw looked amazing, okay? So you can do this for the product. What should be in the commercial? The minimum items. Well, any commercial, and you've seen television, so that's your starting point. An explanation of the global problems that you're solving with your product, the features of your product, what does it do, what does it look like, etc. An explanation of what makes it unique. Remember that you're selling it. Urging the consumer to buy your product. Buy this because it will make it special. buy this skin cream because your wrinkles will go away even though you are, what, 12, 13, 14 years old and you have no wrinkles? So there you go. Comparisons between your product and similar products, explaining why your product would be the best choice, which kind of overlaps with this one. And overlapping is fine. If you want to add them up or rephrase them or restructure them, that's also fine. It's your creativity. Have fun with it. Of course, talk about pricing information and where and when you can buy it. This is what you have to develop, okay? And this is why I'm giving you almost have a month to do this before you hand it in, because I know you have to schedule your time, and again, you're competing with other work. This is not something that's new for you, but you will have enough time to develop. The last section of this exercise is when you have to present, and I am asking you to keep it to each one of these per slide, because you can't chalk up the slides with too much information. We see a lot of this little by little in this year. Next year, we're going to go a little, God willing, we will go deeper in the topic of designing slideshows to teach people. But I guess the basic principle is one strand of knowledge per slide. So I need to see here the name and logo for the company, the name and logo for the product. Again, you have it developed, so we have to do is to put it in there. Images of the digital or physical version of the prototype, include images and photos. If you have concept drawings or plans, by all means throw them in. As you go through IB, when you get to personal project, you know that you will need the concept drawings and plans, even if it's what's known as a napkin sketch. Do it, show it, it's your evidence. A copy or photo of the poster, which you add in the slide. How an explanation on another slide on how the product can be improved, and an explanation of the impact that the product will have on the world in general. Now, the audio video commercial, remember 30 seconds, okay? I do not want anybody to do more if you don't want to. The commercial will be submitted separately, and I will give you more instructions on that later on. For now, I have given you more than enough. You have enough time. If you have any questions, find me on Teams chat and drop me a note or a message, and I will get back to you. My friends, please know that I miss you. Know that I think the world of you, and that I consider myself very, very, very proud and very happy to have worked with you with this school year. God willing, we will all be back some point in May, if things go well, and we will finish face to face the way we have to. Until then, I remain at your service. God bless you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay home, and give my best to your beautiful families.